It's time for your Vicksburg Daily News Brief, brought to you by Cook Tractor Company. Check out the complete line of compact and subcompact L-Series tractors, now with great financing packages in Kubota country at Cook Tractor on Highway 80. Check them out online at cooktractorco.com or give them a call today at 601-TRACTOR. In our top story, how high will the Mississippi River go? But before we get to that, the Louisiana State Police Troop App have had an active Sunday. At around 2:15 Sunday morning, they investigated a single vehicle crash on Highway 33 south of Farmerville. 33-year-old Christian Kinsey of Arcadia was pronounced deceased at the scene of this single vehicle crash. Kinsey was unrestrained. Master Trooper Michael Richard says toxicology samples were obtained. At around 12:15 Sunday afternoon, a 61-year-old Bastrop man, Elbert Hayden, was pronounced deceased at the scene of a two-vehicle crash on Highway 165 near Mer Rouge. Hayden's vehicle crossed the center line, striking a Ford Expedition head-on. That crash also remains under investigation, according to Master Trooper Richard, and toxicology samples were obtained in that crash as well. Louisiana State Police Troop App, which encompasses 8 northeastern Louisiana parishes, has investigated 13 fatal crashes thus far this year, with 16 fatalities. The new man in charge of the Mississippi Emergency Management Agency says the agency has not missed a beat under his leadership. Lieutenant Colonel Stephen McCraney assumed the role on January 28th. He took over from Colonel Greg Michelle. McCraney had served in the assistant director's post. He said the transition in Washington has not affected relationships with FEMA either. A Ward County woman is headed to Washington to intern this summer. Ann Wallace DeRosset is a 2020 graduate of Warren Central High School. She's completing her freshman year at the University of Southern Mississippi. She'll be headed to Washington in early June and be there through early August, conducting an internship through the Washington Center. In our Those Who Protect Us segment this week on Vicksburg Daily News, we profile Battalion Chief Henry Williams, who has served the city of Vicksburg since the late 70s. He's ascended to a role of battalion chief on the Vicksburg Fire Department. And in our top story, the Mississippi River at Vicksburg as of 8 p.m. Sunday night stands at 44.74, projected to go up to 44.90 sometime during the day Monday. A crest is still inevitable, but we have some minor floodings in behind the Ford subdivision area. Also, the backwater is a serious issue. It's projected to continue to rise for several more days. Taking a look at our sports, brought to you by Abe's Tires. You can buy tires a lot of places these days, but where can you buy great service? There's only one place, and that's Abe's Tires on 61 North. Brands like Michelin, Cooper, and more, check them out online at abestire.com. Taking a look at sports, Alcorn's Lady Braves split a pair with Alabama A&M on Saturday. They lost the first game 3-0 and bounced back to defeat A&M 3-2 on the late afternoon game. Kyrie Parker was on the mound in the second game for the Lady Braves. She had 3 strikeouts. Janice Wells had 2 RBIs and 1 hit. They'll be back in action this Friday as they take on Mississippi Valley State. Taking a look at our weather, brought to you by Patriot Motorsports. Now's the perfect time to be shopping for that new side-by-side from Can-Am and Polaris at Patriot Motorsports. Up to 79 on Monday, a low Monday night of 54. Creeping back up into the 80s on Tuesday with a high of 81, a low Tuesday night of 60. Wednesday, look for a high of 83, and then also look for some late afternoon showers and possible thunderstorms as we work our way through Wednesday night, a low of 64. 83 for a high on Thursday, a low of 58. A portion of your Vicksburg Daily News News Briefs is brought to you by Battlefield Drugs. Sudden service with a smile. Visit John Story and his staff today, where you're not just a number, you're a friend. As always, I'm Tommy Parker. You're up to date. Please don't be my next news story. And if you do, make it a good one.